Hi! Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Yoga Belly Coffee Talk Live.
Why are you whispering like that?
I don't know, because it's a nice hidden secret.
Speaking of secrets, there's Madonna. My baby's got a secret.
There she is.
Oh my God, you're double Madonna today.
I have to wear this because look what you're wearing. Look at this. Can you guys read that? It says, real.
Hold on,
real. Can I do it?
Okay.
Real the struggle is. Aaron showed me this shirt yesterday. We were so excited. And what's the first thing that...
I've never owned a Yoda shirt before.
Oh,
this is
man.
my first Yoda shirt.
What time did it come? Like
How many Star Wars? Yeah, 9 o'clock at night.
9 o'clock at night.
How many Star Wars t-shirts do I own?
Too many.
But never a Yoda shirt.
No, this is your first Yoda. Absolutely. I looked at him. He's like so filled with joy. And I read it. I'm like, what is that saying? Real is,
Right.
Oh, the struggle is real. And I said, Yoda did not struggle.
Well, actually, you were talking about me, but you ain't got no struggles.
No. Yoda had no struggle. She had powers. She was like, I have the Force.
Really?
Oh.
I don't need you coming for Yoda right now.
Sorry about it. Sorry.
We're
Sorry.
here
Oh my
to
God.
talk about
my
Yoga
God.
Belly.
I know. Please, Star Wars fan, don't cancel me.
I think we should
I
check
joke.
in though.
I
First
joke.
off,
Let's check in.
how are you doing? Last week was a real struggle.
That was pretty intense for me. Better week. I did a little bit of soul searching, trying to figure out how I can.
Did you find? Your
I
soul?
did actually. I turned off CNN first and foremost. I stopped watching CNN. I stopped watching the news. Took a freaking break. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that was super helpful.
We needed to have a moment away from that.
Yeah, that was super helpful. And I also watched some documentaries and kind of, I don't know. I just wanted to like stay connected and find out like what's.
You watched #BlackAF.
That's we'll have to talk about those recommendations.
So good. Yeah.
But I'm very at peace with myself today. I'm ready to go back into the TikTok world. Yeah.
Are we going to talk about TikTok every week?
We must. I have to, right?
Oh my God.
For
What's
those
your
of
next TikTok going to be? Do you know?
It's a secret. It's a secret.
Oh
Ooh, something's coming over me. My baby's got a secret.
When did you become the Rich Little of this coffee talk? You've done Yoda, you've sang Madonna. What's next?
I'm
gonna give me a Chewbacca.
I'm gonna be a Karen for you.
Oh my God! I ordered a Karen wig, and it's got like a sweeping comb over in the front and down on the side, and then it's got a little tuft of hair in the back.
Yeah.
And I'm
like
gonna
ratted teased to give that effect of.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my living room, and the next time somebody starts going off about things that they hate, I'm gonna make them wear it.
Yeah, I was contemplating on wearing the Karen wig today and give you a little Karen session. I'm like, no. This is. I don't want people to get confused because I'm kind of on the fence about the whole Karen movement and anti-Karen.
You're
like,
kind of Karen right now,
Karen,
lately.
Karen
like
Carpenter.
you're ready to activate on any Karen Carpenter.
We've only just.
That's your third impression.
I'm sorry. See, I'm much better today, right? Like last week, I'm like.
Yeah, last week you were a downer, and I was like, I didn't know what was happening.
I told you guys I'd be back. Be back, girl. Shoot.
I didn't realize that if you go on YouTube and you search Karen, like thousands of videos of people like just going off and being rude and racist and like, oh.
Why?
I laid in bed till like 12 midnight watching Karen videos the other night. And I was like, I gotta turn this off because it's too much. It's affecting the way I look at people.
Yeah. I did that actually 2 weeks ago. I was watching those Karen vids out there and it's pretty scary because it's been around for a few years. You know, and some make the news and some don't. Like the most recent one was obviously the one from Central Park.
What do you mean, people that are pissed off and feel that they're entitled to go off on anybody that they want to? Yeah, that's been going on for several years.
No, I mean like on video.
Oh, where they're recording it.
Yeah, on video. Like I was saying, I was looking. It's like why wasn't this on the? You would think like all of this would make news, but there's so much out there, you guys. It's crazy.
There's so much craziness in the world right now.
The one Is there anyone that sticks out for you? Any video?
81 video that
The
sticks
10
out.
cents.
Yes, somebody was going off because they were in a drive-through and they wanted to order the milkshake, which was $3.19, but it rang up $3.29. And so when she got to the window, she asked for the manager so that she could scream at him and get the employee's name so that she could get the corporate number so that she could call and get, hold on.
Oh, Christy,
We've got a comment.
Oh, wait, don't say Christy.
They
Can I
said
say
that
Maine? Oh, I can barely
she can hardly hear me.
What? Hold on.
That is some
hold
bull.
on.
We got to get some sound
What's
going.
going
Like maybe
on?
it's us. We're just talking too softly.
I don't know. How's it now, Christy? Oh, my.
Is it better now, Christy? Sound.
Where's our sound?
I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
Oh my
System
God.
sound. It's right here. Hold on.
Oh, my God.
Hold on.
Meanwhile, do you want me to do another impression to kind of keep...
If you could, that would be fantastic.
Test your microphone. Uh-oh.
We're troubleshooting the input from our microphone and we're detecting problems.
Sorry about it.
Technical
no, still muffly. I wonder if it's your internet. God
Internet
bless.
sucks here.
This is terrible.
Right now.
This is terrible. No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
What is that? Okay, so we're troubleshooting, guys. Fixing sound problems.
I know.
Okay, this became IT Live.
I know, right?
Wow.
Look at us. We're so futch right now with...
You and your multitask.
Right?
Meanwhile, so what's going on with you guys? Type in comments. God, this is good. Oh, this is terrible. I can hear you, but only if I put it all the way up to my ear. What if... How about now?
How about we scoot a little closer?
How about now?
Oh my God, look how shiny I am.
See, I told you you're too moistured.
I know, I put too much moisturizer on.
It's too much moisturizer. Because we like to take care of our skin here up in Yoga Belly, up in A&W residence. I don't know what's causing that sound, girl. That sound... Oh, wait, hang on. That sound issue. Oh. All right, hang on.
All right.
Nope, that's a chat. Microphone, here we go. Do we have this?
It's all good. Let's just talk loud.
We'll just talk loud.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk
We'll
loud.
get in there and we'll talk loud and we'll get closer and we'll do our thing. So back to Karen. So by the time she got to the window, she asked to speak to the manager and she didn't throw her drink at her, but she threw something. When the girl came up to the window, she asked for she like threw something at the window and the girl shut the double window at the drive-thru and walked away.
Right. And you come in a little bit closer there. There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. And that was my favorite of the Karen videos.
Mine was, there's one that stuck out. Lady was at the door at a building waiting for this young black man to come in. And she's like, can I see your key, please, or your fob or something? He's like, for what? He's like, because I want to make sure you live here. He goes, of course I live here. She goes, well, I want to make sure that you live here because this is my building. He's like, no, girl, this is not your building. You not own this building. And it carried on, and she followed him to the elevator, followed him up to the 3 floors, followed him all the way to his doorway so he can use the key to let himself in. And he's like, and then she's like, well, can I get your name? And it's like, it was an awkward exchange. It almost felt like, okay, was she creeped out or was she trying to get some, strange?
That's not the point of that video.
No, but it was kind of weird. It was like, dude, this is so
Don't
disturbing.
Make fun of
no, I'm not.
Stereotyping.
I'm not. I'm just saying she was so awkward.
Don't get me triggered.
It went from...
Right now in this conversation.
No, it went from, I want to make sure you live here to like, well, I just want to be friendly. I want to be a friendly neighbor. I'm like, whoa, it's gotten weird really, really fast. So anyway, that was out there. There's quite a few, but I'm done watching that for now. I'm taking a break. I need to go back to a healthy mindset
And if you know
positivity.
And if you know my phone number, you can send me a text, and I'll send you a video of William asking to speak to the manager with this Karen wig on.
I'll be asking for management at Yoga Belly.
Right? Her name's Lily.
Right. I'll say, can I speak with your manager, please?
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Anyways.
So that's that. So
that's Karen.
Yeah. But you want to talk about your studio update for your reopening?
Oh, so we're getting a lot of questions. Studio update. Dun, dun, dun. You're in charge. You're the Rich Little. You're supposed to like be giving me sound effects. I need a little police academy from you.
Oh, I got to. That's all I got. I had a little squeak.
Stop. You're going to trigger a baby girl. She doesn't like that. So Gavin Newsom, our lovely governor, made an announcement last Friday that phase 3 is opening, beginning as early as this Friday. And so kind of how it works with businesses is that the state has made their declaration, and now we're waiting for the county to make a declaration as to when they will reopen, and then the city, Mountain View. And so whoever has the tightest regulations, those are the regulations that we have to follow as a business. And so we're waiting for the county now to make a determination on when it's safe for the county to reopen, and then the city itself will go ahead and give us some guidance, because there is a thing in the works, because I'm going to all the city meetings for Mountain View. There's a thing in the works to close down Castro Street so that they'll have dining in the streets, and then you'll be able to go to the restaurants, get your takeout, and go sit down in the middle of the street and have a meal. And so that is between June 29th and September or August. I don't remember off the top of my head. And so I'm assuming July is when we're going to be open. And sometime around there is probably after 4th of July. You know, obviously we're going to continue to live stream classes, and we have special things coming up. Andrew has a little hip opening class on the 20th, and we're bringing in new instructors, and we just hired Maitri, who's amazing. And if you haven't had a chance to get to know her, she's an anthropologist, and which I'm probably going to murder her job title in her, but she's works at Santa Clara University, and she's got her PhD, and she's just this beautiful spirit that loves movement, and you'll see more of her in the coming weeks as we reintroduce into the studio. And she took over for Danielle, because Danielle had to step away for a moment, but Danielle's coming back. That's the plan, at least. And so Danielle's son is obviously not in school, and the camps that he's going to be going to doesn't start until July. And so we're going to touch base at the end of June and have Danielle come back. I hope that you guys are enjoying the sculpt classes and the hot Pilates. We had Amy come yesterday and demo a class. She wants to teach at the studio, kind of expanding our hot Pilates program. If you didn't get a chance to meet Amy, that class was hard. That was, we don't usually do hot Pilates. Yeah, hot Pilates is hard. And we didn't get a chance to do that, but that was amazing. And so I'm talking with her on the side about giving her a class. And I've been just trying to I've been trying to look at the studio and trying to find a balance between the different programs that we have, Yoga Belly and YBX, Hot Pilates, adding Sculpt, bringing in people that I find to be magical and amazing. And something came up the other day with Sculpt, where somebody was asking me about why it's urban sculpt. And they sent me a bunch of articles about the record industry is moving away from using the term urban in reference to music, because they're trying to subcategorize Black and brown music as urban, and that's no longer appreciated. And and so they're moving away from that term. And so I was telling them, that, that has nothing to do with, even though I'm, a lighter shade of brown, my Puerto Ricanness, has nothing to do with skin color. It has more to do with the fact that it's not set in a controlled environment where I provide you all the props. It's out in the wild, out in the urban setting with whatever you have at home, whatever's around the house. They use soup cans and, weighted backpacks and towels and, all the things that
adult toys, whatever you have.
Yeah. And so, like, we're just looking at our reopening process and trying to figure out, where's our gun?
That's right here.
I bought a gun for here.
Wait, do you have to do this way?
See, you're good. You're 98.2.
Well, let me do you. I want to do you.
98.2. See, he's
I'm
good.
going to do you here. Do I just aim?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm way hotter than you.
97.3, even though I sweat more.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there we go. 97.3.
97.3. There you go.
I'm good. So we're trying to figure out, like, what's the process that Lily and Akemi are going to make sure that you're okay before you come into the studio.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you, Miss Christie. It is hard to keep up with what's politically correct. I do love some of the posts out there you guys are putting out there to remind people about the pandemic, like staying home. And I know that people are torn about that. I think, I don't know, I don't want to segue to that real quick, but I do want to address that.
Why are you going to activate on our phone call?
Because I'm trying to
when
interact
I'm in the middle of giving my studio update. You didn't talk about
listeners. Go ahead, finish your.
You didn't talk about any of the things that are going to be a part of the studio and making sure that people have a safe environment to practice in.
Oh, tell our 2 viewers. Go.
You're so rude. Whatever, we can move on.
No. So that's
we're working on it. That's the point.
Yes,
we're working on creating a safe environment for you guys. We will continue to live stream classes. I'm trying to work out the details of that.
Right.
How do we? The thing I'm kind of stuck on is how do we get the recording of the voice? Video is okay, but we're going to be playing music in the room, and so I want to make sure that I just capture the voice of the teacher so that the online experience has this very clear image and sound.
Blur up. I thought you were talking about Blake Sheldon. I'm like, we have to figure out how to record the voice. I'm like, the show's
This
not
is the voice.
But yeah, the more we get details,
Blake Sheldon.
We'll have to go test out the studio. That's first and foremost. We'll test it out. See how
we're gonna do that next
goes.
week. That's gonna be that's our project for next week.
Yeah. So look out for that, everybody. Now, can I get triggered again and activate?
No, please activate on them.
Oh. No, I just want to say thanks for those who are still reminding people that there's still a pandemic out there. Interesting conversation I had with a friend was that I think some people they're kind of divided on what to think and what to do because maybe they don't have people like ourselves that we're trying to protect, like mom. Mom is high risk. And so for us, we're super conscious of like,
Oh, I thought you were going to say people of color that understand what it's like to be marginalized in the LGBTQ plus community.
No. We're we got to look at that pandemic issue. It's still happening. Of
course.
So yeah, some people people who don't live with high risk folks at home, they may think about it differently. But I think that's really, at the end of the day, I'm hoping that's where the divide is coming from. Not that people are denying it or people don't want to be safe, but I think their risk levels some are lower than others. So
I think there's a blend of experiences that are happening in this one moment. People have been trapped in their house for months. They're angry at the economy and what's going on with this pandemic and how it's being handled. And then when you add race issues and marginalized subgroups, being video recorded on national TV to the equation, it's like a powder keg of emotion and, there is no right answer. There is, what you feel in your heart is the right adjustment, is the right pivot for you. And how you choose to interact with the world around you is, I don't shame anybody for wanting to go out and protest and riot. That's your right. But there is a pandemic going on, and as a small business owner, I my business is not going to survive if we don't reopen. And so I have to make choices on how I want to show up. I made a public declaration when we sent out a newsletter, and we've been purposefully quiet.
Yeah.
Besides this platform, we've just been kind of taking a moment to absorb what's happening and choosing how we want to respond in a thoughtful manner. And making sure that we've been meeting with everybody behind the scenes. And making sure that people are creating a safe environment for people to come and share their feelings, because we want you to bring those feelings to your mat so that you can do something healthy and productive after you've had that moment of introspection, that moment of meditation. What will you do moving forward? How will you choose to proceed out of this moment? What adjustments? We all need to make adjustments, in the way that we're interacting with the world around us. Hopefully your inner guide, your relationship with yourself, the process that you have in place for looking at what's going on in your life and making adjustments so that you can migrate closest to your best experience. Times are changing. Are you going to change with the times, or are you going to be set in your ways? I think that we're here, and we're trying to figure out, how to continue doing what we're doing, creating an inclusive environment. Yoga Belly is amazing. It's a cross section of humanity. It is all ages, all races, all genders, all sexes, in that practice space, sharing energy, feeding off that energy, and using that energy, to promote health, wellness, mindfulness, the kind of environment that we want to live in. I purposefully try to make interesting choices. We are men of color. We are LGBTQ plus members. We are small business owners in the middle of suburbia. That's different.
Yeah. And down the street from Google, which is like
right. And you have the ear
luxury
of
there.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I grew up in the hood. I don't have a business there. And, but I live there still. I live in San Lorenzo. We're trying to figure it out, and hopefully as we start to be a little bit more vocal, and find a way to reach out to the widest audience as possible, and how to affect change in our business, in our life. Hopefully you will be able to bear witness to that, and hopefully we're moving in a positive direction.
And speaking of positive direction, shows that we're watching that's brought us a little bit of laughter again. So I think we mentioned this a little earlier. There's a show, it's HBO or on demand, or what is that, HBO?
What?
The hashtag
Black AF. That's on Netflix.
That's on Netflix?
Amazing.
Oh, is it Netflix?
That's a Netflix show. Yeah, it's the guy that does Blackish. He has an ABC show, Blackish.
Correct.
Mixed-ish.
So, yeah.
In all those shows.
Yeah.
He's the writer, but it's a little bit raw and a little more direct in your face.
So shout out to you, Mr. Kenya Barris. Fantastic show.
Well, look
You're
at you.
Awesome.
You know his name.
Yeah, he created that show. I hope he created a show. He's playing his own character, but
William doesn't usually know the details.
Oh,
that's why.
I love people who are creative.
I love talent. Yeah, it's funny. The writing is awesome. Rashida Jones is amazing in it, and their relationship is, in your face, and it reminds me of our relationship a little bit. And how you speak to me.
Because you're hashtag gay AF.
That should be a new show. Yeah, that should be our new show.
Oh,
hashtag gay AF.
Oh my!
I don't think that's appropriate.
Yeah. And speaking of
gay,
oh my goodness, there's another.
Have you seen We're Here on HBO? I don't usually like a makeover kind of show, but
it's not really a makeover kind of show.
Kind of. They're making them over as drag queens, and they're putting on a drag show.
Yeah,
but these three drag queens, Shangela, Eureka, and
I think it's like putting
Bob the drag queen.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, and they're going into like small Midwestern towns where the gay community is not really established. You know, and they're trying to bring community into these other spaces that wouldn't normally see, you know, gathering or people supporting the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
And so it's really beautifully done.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy the stories because they always have, you know, obviously somebody gay, but then they also have lesbians and people that are supportive.
Obviously.
Obviously.
We'll give it away.
And
We'll
lesbians.
give it away, everybody. We'll give it away. Okay, sorry.
You make me lose my thoughts when you
Sorry.
start
Sorry,
like wandering off.
That was my
into,
cue. Let's go.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
beautifully done. We've really
Yeah, it was
enjoyed. We watched the
great.
whole thing. It got shut down by the pandemic, but
Yeah, that was unfortunate. But
they had
a great
6
show. It was a
episodes,
good-
7 episodes, something
Yeah,
like
it's a
that.
good run. And then if you guys want to go on the other side of watching TV or other topics, there's a serious one out there. If you guys are interested in what is this called? I don't even have to set this up, but there's a show that I watched on Prime. I guess that's Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's called Birth
William doesn't
of a
know
Movement.
what anything is on, what platform, what we're watching, how to turn it on. He calls me into the bedroom to say, "Can you put this on? This is what I want to watch." And I'm like, just speaking to the microphone.
Well, damn, there's like four.
Speaking to the mic.
Yeah, there's like four remotes and thousands of channels, and I'm like, you're trying to talk to the thing. Even your Apple remote has its own microphone separate from the Xfinity microphone. It's like, Jesus Christ.
The sound bar, the TV.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. But anyway,
your technology is advanced.
Birth of a
You should be
Movement.
appreciative.
Birth of a Movement. Check that out. It's a story about the gentleman who went after a movie that was being released called Birth of a Nation, which was originally called The Klansman, which was originally it came from a book that was a play. And it's very powerful because it basically, the premise is this guy said that you cannot have the clans be the hero of this fictionalized history that they're putting out there. So very interesting. So if you guys have a good 90 minutes, hour, 10 minutes, I think, please check that out. Okay.
Sorry, I'm distracted with my mustache.
That's my thing.
I know.
That's my public service
I'm trying
announcement.
to fix it. I need to trim my mustache around my lip. It's hard not to look at yourself while you're doing this.
I know, right? Especially when
I'm mesmerized.
When you have hair by Jemay. I know. I kind of like
You got
my
a
social
haircut.
distance. I know.
You just
social.
outed yourself as getting, Jimmy to do your hair. That's
Well, yeah, I'm lighting up my social distancing. I do hang out with friends and family who
that's why we have the gun.
Yep. I can trace who it is.
Don't come over my house with a fever.
That's right. That's right. So, last thing you want to. Is there anything else that you want
2-minute wrap up, friends?
2-minute wrap up. What else? Come to my Ballers class Thursday.
It's free.
Noon. Yes, I'm keeping it at no cost at this time because I want you guys to grab some balls and practice yoga with me. Okay? For those of you who are still not sure what that is, it's optional to use the weights, but of course I'm going to demo and practice with them.
Sure.
So,
and I'm going to grab my balls.
Yes, blue balls. Balls.
They are blue.
Yeah. For those of you who haven't gotten a pair yet, just get it at ballersfitness.com. Shop, buy a pair. Can't believe you slid my balls in there again.
I know.
Right? Slide my balls.
And why am I singing Jurassic Park? I don't know. See, that's how you support. While you're talking, I'm doing the effects. And you need to be a little more vocal.
I cannot wait till this show spins off and I'm just like, hi.
When you become Kelly Ripa on your own.
Yeah, and there's going to be a guest every time.
Guest up. We're bringing a guest host. That would be funny. We should do that sometime.
That would be pretty funny.
So if you want to be a guest host here on Coffee Talk or join us in the morning, just let us know. And we'll set it up. We'll go live from your house. Well, your backyard.
Yeah.
It won't put you 6 feet in the back.
They won't be able to hear you.
Right. We'll put you 6 feet away from
we'll
the
be
microphone.
What?
Huh?
What? Huh?
What, Christy?
What'd you say? Oh, we're terrible at this. We're so terrible at this.
Oh my God. All right, last 30 seconds. What do you have to say? Final thoughts.
Yeah, minimize your CNN intake. That's number one.
It helps.
Do what you can to reach out to people who may be going through some hardships more than you. I don't know, man.
Please love the world around you.
Yeah, remember positivity. We need more positivity. Balance.
Please don't forget to get on your mats.
Yep.
Practice yoga.
Breathe. Take a moment.
Never miss your favorite class. We'll send you the recording. How easy could it be?
Yeah. 48 hours. 40 hours.
We love you.
Thank you guys so much for watching, you guys.
Adios.